I got hits, hash, weed, and later on I'll have some shrooms. You take cash or stolen MasterCard and Visa.
Hold on, I got more. What do we have to... Oh, okay. Interior convenience store, day. A small crowd gathers around the activist on his quarry. It has become something of a rally.
You're spending what? $20, $30 a week on cigarettes?
Sure.
40, 53.
$53? Would you pay someone that much money every week to kill you? Because that's what you're doing now, by paying for a so-called privilege to smoke.
We all gotta go sometime.
It's that kind of mentality that allows this cancer-producing industry to thrive. Of course, we're all going to die someday, but do we have to pay for it? Do we have to actually throw hard-earned dollars on a counter and say, please, Mr. Merchant of Death, sir, please sell me something that will give me bad breath, stink up my clothes, and fry my lungs?
It's not that easy to quit.
Of course it's not. Not when you have people like this mindless cretin so happy and willing to sell you nails for your coffin.
Hey, wait a second.
Now he's going to launch into his rap about how he's just doing his job, following orders. Friends, let me tell you about another bunch of hate mongers that were just following orders. They were called Nazis, and they practically wiped a nation of people from the earth. Just like smoking is the... Oh my god. Just like smoking... Wait, what?
Just like cigarettes.
Just like cigarettes are doing now. Cigarette smoking is the new Holocaust, and those that partake in the practice of smoking or selling the wares that promote it are the Nazis of the 90s. He doesn't care how many people die from it. He smiles as you pay for your cancer sticks and says, "Have a nice day."
I think you better leave now.
You want me to leave? Why? Because somebody is telling it like it is? Somebody is giving these fine people a wake-up call?
You're loitering in here, and you're causing a disturbance.
You're the disturbance, pal. And here, I'm buying some, what's that? Chewy's gum. There, I'm no longer loitering. I'm a customer engaged in a discussion with other customers.
Yeah, now shut up so we can speak.
Oh, he's scared now. He sees the threat we present. He smells the changes coming and the loss of sales when the non-smokers finally demand satisfaction. We demand the right to breathe cleaner air.
Yeah!
We'd rather chew our gum than embrace slow death. Let's abolish this heinous practice of sucking poison, and if it means ruffling the feathers of a convenience store idiot, then so be it.
That's it. Everybody out.
We're not moving. We have a right, a constitutional right, to assemble and be heard.
Yeah, but not in here.
What better place than this? To stamp it out, you gotta start at the source.
Oh, like I'm responsible for all the smokers?
The ones in this town, yes. You encourage their growth, their habit. You're the source in this area, and we're going to shut you down for good. For good, cancer merchant.
The small crowd begins to chant and jeer in Dante's face.
Cancer
merchant! Cancer merchant! Cancer merchant! Veronica enters and surveys the mess. The crowd throws cigarettes at Dante, pelting him in the face. Suddenly, a loud blast is heard, and white powder explodes over the throng. Everyone turns to face Veronica as she stands in one of the freezer cases holding a fire extinguisher. Who's leading this mob? The crowd looks among themselves. Some points to OC.
That guy.
The activist carries his briefcase surreptitiously towards the door. Freeze! Veronica jumps off the freezer case, training the nozzle of the extinguisher on the activist. Let's see some credentials. He reaches into his briefcase. She pokes the extinguisher nozzle at him warningly. Slowly. He pulls out a business card and hands it to her. She reads it. You're a Chewy's gum representative? She nods. And you're stirring up all this anti-smoking sentiment to, what, sell more gum? He nods again, through gritted teeth. Get out of here! He quickly flees. She blasts him with more chemical as he exits. And you people, don't you have jobs to go to? Get out of here and go commute. The crowd sheepishly exits one by one, offering apologetic glances. Dante tries to regain his composure. Veronica watches the crowd disperse, disgusted. It's like a monologue. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Easily led auto, what the hell is that word?
Automatons.
Okay. Try thinking of yourselves before you pelt an innocent man with cigarettes. The last of the crowd exits. Veronica sets the fire extinguisher down next to Dante. Dante is sitting on the floor, head in his folded arms. You look like Tiananmen Square in here for a second. Dante is silent. Thank you, Veronica. You saved me from the extremely ugly mob scene. Dante remains silent. Okay, champ. What's wrong? Dante lifts his head and shoots her a disgusted look. All right, stupid question, but don't you think you're taking this a bit too far?
Too hard? As if I don't have enough indignities in my life. People start throwing cigarettes at me.
At least they weren't lit.
Oh, I hate this fucking place.
Then quit. You should be going to school anyway.
Please, Veronica, the last thing I need at this point is a lecture.
All I'm saying is that if you're unhappy, you should leave.
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
I know. I stopped by your house. Your mom said you left at like 6 or something.
The guy got sick and couldn't come in.
Did you have a hockey game at 2?
Yeah, and I'm gonna play like shit because I didn't get enough sleep.
Why did you agree to come in then?
I'm only here till 12, then I'm gone. The boss is coming in.
Why don't you open the shutters and get some sunlight in here?
Somebody jammed the locks with gum.
You're kidding.
Bunch of savages in this town.
You look bushed. What time did you get to bed?
I don't know, like 2:30, 3.
What were you doing up so late?
Nothing.
What were you doing?
Nothing. Jesus, I gotta fight with you now?
Who's fighting? Why are you so defensive?
Who is defensive? Would you just hug me? All right, your boyfriend was accosted by an angry mob and he needs to be hugged.
She stares at him.
What? What is that?
She called you, didn't she?
Oh, be real, would you? Would you please hug me? I just went through a very traumatic experience, and I haven't been having the best day so far. Now, come on.
Veronica stares at him.
What? What's with that look? I wasn't talking to anyone, especially her. Look at you being all sort of, I don't know, standoffish.
Veronica looks away.
Fine. You don't trust me. Don't hug me. I see how it is. All right, pissy pants. You just go on being suspicious and quiet. I don't even want to hug you at this point.
Veronica looks back at him.
Give you $1.
Cut 2, interior convenience store, gay. A note on the counter next to the small pile of money reads, please leave money on the counter. Take change when applicable. Be honest. Dante and Veronica are slumped on the floor behind the counter. Veronica holds Dante in her arms, his head on her chest. Change is heard hitting the counter.
Thanks.
The door is heard opening and closing, a customer leaving. How much money did you leave up there?
Like $3 in mixed change and a couple of singles. People only get the paper or coffee at this time of morning.
You're trusting.
Well, why do you say that?
How do you know they're taking the right amount of change or even paying for what they take?
Theoretically, people see money on the counter and nobody around. They think they're being watched.
Honestly, through paranoia, why do you smell like shoe polish?
I had to use shoe polish to make that sign and the smell won't come off.
Do you think anyone can see us down here?
Why? You want to have sex or something?
Oh, can we?
Really?
I was kidding.
Yeah, right. You can't get enough of me.
Typical male point of view.
How do you figure?
You show some bedroom proficiency and you think you're God. What about what we do for you?
Women as lovers are all basically the same. They just have to be there.
Be there?
Making a male climax is not all that challenging. Insert somewhere close and preferably moist. Thrust. Repeat.
How flattering.
Now, making a woman come, therein lies the challenge.
Oh, you think so?
A girl makes a guy come, it's standard. A guy makes a girl come, it's talent.
And I actually date you?
Something wrong?
I'm insulted. Believe me, Don Juan, it takes more than that to get a guy off. Just being there, as you put it, is not enough.
Oh, I touched a nerve.
I'm astonished to hear you trivialize my role in our sex life.
It wasn't directed at you. I was making a broad generalization.
You're making a generalization about broads.
Well, these are my opinions based on my experiences with the few women who were good enough to sleep with me.
How many?
How many what?
How many girls have you slept with?
How many different girls? Didn't we already have this discussion once?
You might have. I don't remember. How many?
Including you?
It better be up to and including me.
12.
You slept with 12 different girls?
Including you. Yes?
Pause. She slaps him.
What the hell was that for?
You're a pig.
Why'd you hit me?
Do you know how many different men I've had sex with?
So, do I get to hit you after you tell me?
3.
3?
3 including you.
You've only had sex with 3 different people?
I'm not the pig you are.
Who?
You!
No, who were the 3 besides me?
John Franson and Rob Danwick.
Wow, that's great. That's something to be proud of.
I am, and that's why you should feel like a pig. You men make me sick. You'll sleep with anything that says yes.
Animal, vegetable, or mineral.
Vegetable meaning a paraplegic.
They put up the least amount of struggle.
After dropping the bombshell like that, you owe me. Big.
All right, name it.
You want me to, I want you to come with me on Monday.
Where?
To school. There's a seminar about getting back into a scholastic program after a lapse in enrollment.
Oh, please. Hang on. Can't we ever have a discussion without that coming up?
It's important to me, Dante. You have so much potential that just goes to waste in this pit. I wish you'd go back to school.
Jesus, would you stop? You make my head hurt when you talk about this.
Veronica stands, letting Dante's head hit the floor.
Shit, why are we getting up?
Unlike you, I have a class in 45 minutes. A handsome man, William, is standing at the counter. Veronica reacts to him. William!
Julian, you read this part.
I'm William.
Sure.
Okay. Ronnie, how are you? You work here now?
No, I'm just visiting my man. Dante, this is William Black. This is Dante Hicks, my boyfriend.
How are you doing? Just a soda?
And a pack of cigarettes. Are you still going to Seton Hall?
No, I transferred to Mammoth this year. I was tired of missing him.
Do you still talk to Sylvan?
I just talked to her on Monday. We still hang out on weekends.
That's cool. Well, you two lovebirds take it easy, all right?
I will. Take it easy.
Bye.
Bye. That was Snowball.
Well, why do you call him that?
Sylvan made it up. It's a blowjob thing.
What do you mean?
After he gets a blowjob, he likes to have the cum spit back into his mouth while kissing. It's called snowballing.
He requested this?
He gets off on it.
Well, Sylvan can be talked into anything.
Why do you say that?
Like you said, she snowballed him.
Sylvan? No, I snowballed him.
Yeah, right.
I'm serious. A moment of silence as Dante's chuckles fade to comprehension.
You suck that guy's dick?
Yeah, how do you think I know him? How do you think I know he liked?
But you said you only had sex with 3 guys. You never mentioned him.
That's because I never had sex with him.
You sucked his dick.
We went out a few times. We didn't have sex, but we fooled around.
Oh my god, why did you tell me you only slept with 3 guys?
Because I did only sleep with 3 guys. That doesn't mean I didn't just go with people.
Oh my god, I feel so nauseous.
I'm sorry, Dante. I thought you understood.
I did understand. I understand that you slept with 3 different guys and that's all you said.
Please calm down.
How many?
Dante,
How many dicks have you sucked?
let it go.
How many?
All right, shut up a second and I'll tell you. Jesus. I didn't freak out like this when you told me how many girls you fucked.
This is different. This is important. How many?
She counts silently using fingers as marks. Dante waits on a customer in the interim. Veronica stops counting.
Well,
Something like 36.
what? Something like 36?
Lower your voice.
What the hell is that anyway? What does that mean, something like 36? Does that include me?
37.
I'm 37?
I'm going to class.
37? My girlfriend sucked 37 dicks.
In a row?
Dante chases Veronica down and grabs her by the door.
Hey, where are you going?
Hey, listen, jerk. Until today, you never even knew how many guys I slept with because you never even asked. And then you act all nonchalant about fucking 12 different girls. I never had sex with 12 different guys.
No, but you sucked enough dick.
Yeah, I went down on a few guys.
A few?
And one of those guys was you, the last one I might add, which if you're too stupid to comprehend means that I've been faithful to you since we met. All the other guys I went with before I met you. So if you want to have a complex about it, go ahead. But don't look at me like I'm the town whore because you were plenty busy yourself before you met me.
Well, why did you have to suck their dicks? Why didn't you just sleep with them like any decent person?
Because going down, it's a big deal. I used to like a guy, we'd make out, and sooner or later I'd go down on him. But I only have sex with guys I loved.
I feel sick.
I love you. Don't feel sick.
Every time I kiss you, I'm now going to taste 36 other guys.
Veronica violently lets go of him. I'm going to school. Maybe later you'll be a little bit more rational.
37? I just can't.
Goodbye, Dante. She exits in a huff. Dante stands there in silence for a moment. Then he swings the door open and yells out.
Try not to suck any more dicks on your way through the parking lot.
Two men who are walking in the opposite direction outside double back and head in the direction Veronica went.
Hey, you, get back here.
Cut 2. Interior convenience store. Day. A video cassette encased in the customary black box flips repeatedly, held by an impatient grasp. The impatient customer glares at Dante. Dante studies a copy of Paradise Lost, taking a strong attempt at not noticing the glare.
I thought that place was supposed to be open up at 11 o'clock. It's 20 after.
I called his house twice already. He should be here soon.
It's not like it's a demanding job. I'd like to get paid to sit on my ass and watch TV. The other day I walked in and there was this son of a bitch who was sleeping.
Oh, I'm sure he wasn't sleeping.
You calling me a liar?
No, I'm sure he wasn't sleeping. He was probably just resting his eyes or something.
What the hell is that, resting his eyes? It's not like I'm some goddamn air traffic controller.
Actually, that's his night job.
Such a wise ass, but go ahead, crack wise. That's why you're jockeying a register in some fucking local convenience store instead of doing an honest day's work. I got no more time to bullshit around waiting for the son of a bitch. You make sure he gets back. And the number is 812 Winnisarki. And I just want to get a damn movie, too.
If you'll just tell me the title of your rental choice, I'll have him hold it for you.
Don't hurt yourself. I'm going Big Choice Video instead.
He storms out. Dante lifts the ring of keys from the counter.
Forgot your keys.
The half-filled trash can swallows the ring of keys. Cut 2. Exterior convenience store. Day. Another video-anxious customer leans against the video store door. A hapless Randall drifts by and stops. He glances at the door, peers inside, and gives the door a tug.
I ain't here yet.
You be Randall,
Oh,
too, Julian.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm not going to have any parts for like a long time, I think.
You be Randall then.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
You're kidding. It's almost 11:30.
I know. I've been here since 11.
Man, I hate it when I can't rent videos.
I would have went to Big Choice, but the tape I want is right here, right there on the wall.
Which one?
Dental school.
You came for that too? That's the movie I came for.
I have first dibs.
Says who?
Says me. I've been here for a half an hour. I'd call this first dibs.
Ain't gonna happen, my friend. I'm getting that tape.
Like hell you are.
I'll bet you $20 you don't get to rent that tape.
$20?
$20.
All right, asshole, you're on.
Randall walks away. The very anxious customer stands like a sentry at post. The impatient customer storms up.
You see a pair of keys lying around here?
Cut 2, interior convenience store, day. Randall dances in, attempting a soft shoe routine. He sees Dante and stops dead with shuffle.
You're late.
What the hell are you doing here? I thought you were playing hockey at 1.
Oh, the boss called. Arthur fell ill.
Why are the shutters closed?
Someone jammed gum in the locks.
Bunch of savages in this town.
That's what I said.
Shit, if I'd known you were working, I would have come even later.
Pile of video cassettes is plopped onto the counter with a single key on top. Randall balances the pile of tape on his head.
What time do you have to stay till?
He assured me that he'd be here by 12.
What smells like shoe polish?
Go open the store.
Cut 2, exterior convenience store, day. The impatient customer stops Randall.
Was that me?
Yeah.
Oops. I was still here. Fucking kids.
No, before.
Oh, wait, where? Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
did
you guys see the keys lying around here?
No time for love, Dr. Jones.
Randall marches off. The impatient customer stares after him.
Fucking kids.
The very anxious customer now sits on the ground next to a video store door. Randall balances his burden and shoves the keys into the lock. The very anxious customer stares as Randall enters the store. The door closes behind him, only to be held ajar in a gentlemanly fashion a few moments later. Randall smiles. Cut 2, interior convenience store, day. A coffee filter is shoved into the metal pan as someone heats ground coffee into it. We've seen the same routine before. Dante crosses back to his post as Randall enters, tossing the key into the air happily and catching it. He picks the cat up.
Some guy just came in refusing to pay late fees. He said the store was closed for 2 hours yesterday. I tore up his membership.
Shocking abuse of authority.
I'm a firm believer in the philosophy of a ruling class, especially since I rule. Is the pelican flying?
Don't screw with it. It makes us look suspicious.
I can't stand a voyeur. I'll be back.
Randall heads towards the walk-in door. Cut 2, interior back room, day. Point of view, VCR. A faraway wall. That's not a character, right? Okay, yeah. A faraway wall is the only thing we see. While mild gruntings give away an ascension of sorts. Randall's head rises into view as if he's climbing a ladder. He stops and looks into the lens. Point of view, Randall. The Pelican is a VCR that's hooked up to a surveillance camera. It records quickly. A hand reaches into the frame and shuts it off. Cut 2, interior convenience store, day. Randall pulls a soda from the cooler.
Want something to drink? I'm buying.
Oh, no thanks.
Who was on your phone this morning at about 2:30? I was trying to call for half an hour.
Why?
I wanted to use your car.
Walks by a row of snacks and grabs one without looking at it.
Snack cake?
Dante sits in his seat behind the register. Randall grabs the paper and joins him behind the counter.
Oh, you don't want to know.
You called Caitlin again?
She called me.
Did you tell Veronica?
One fight a day with Veronica is about all I could stomach, thanks.
What do you two fight about?
I guess it's not really fighting. She just wants me to leave here, go back to school, get some direction.
I'll bet the most frequent topic of arguments is Caitlin Bree.
You win.
I'm going to offer you some advice, my friend. Let the past be the past. Forget Caitlin Bree. You've been with Veronica for how long now?
7 months.
Chick's nuts about you. How long did you date Caitlin?
5 years.
Chick only made you nuts. She cheated on you how many times?
8.5.
8.5?
Party at John Kay's senior year. I get blitzed and pass out in the bedroom. Caitlin comes in and dives all over me.
That's cheating?
In the middle of it, she calls me Brad.
She called you Brad?
She called me Brad.
That's not cheating. People say crazy shit during sex. One time, I called this girl Mom.
I hit the lights and she freaks. Turns out she thought I was Brad Michelson.
What do you mean?
She was supposed to meet Brad Michelson in a bedroom. She picked the wrong one. She had no idea I was even at the party.
Oh my god.
Great story, isn't it?
That girl was vile to you.
Interesting postscript to that story. You know who wound up with going with Brad Michelson in the other dark bedroom?
Your mother.
Alan Harris.
Chess team Alan Harris?
The two moved together to Idaho after graduation. They raised sheep.
That's frightening.
It takes different strokes to move the world.
In light of this lurid tale, I don't see how you could even romanticize, excuse me, your relationship with Caitlin. She broke your heart and inadvertently drove men to deviant lifestyles.
Because there was a lot of good in our relationship.
Oh, yeah.
I'm serious. Aside from the cheating, we were a great couple. That's what high school's all about. Algebra, bad lunch, and infidelity.
You think things would be any different now?
They are. When she calls me now, she's a different person. She's frightened and vulnerable. She's about to finish college and enter the real world. That's got to be scary for anyone.
Oh, shit. I've got to place an order.
I'm talking to myself here.
No. I'm listening. She's leaving college
And she's looking to me for support, and I think this is leading our relationship to a new level.
what about Veronica?
I think the arguments Veronica and I are having are some kind of manifestation of a subconscious desire to break away from her, to pursue the possibility of a more meaningful relationship with Caitlin.
Caitlin's on the same wavelength?
I think it's safe to say yes.
Then I think all four of you had better sit down and talk it over.
All four?
You, Veronica, Caitlin, and Caitlin's fiance.
The headline of the engagement announcement reads, Free to wed Asian design major. Cut 2, interior video store, day. Randall dials the phone, holds the list in his hand.
Yes, I'd like to place an order, please. Thank you.
A mother and her small child approach him.
Mother and small child.
Excuse me, but do you see videotapes?
What were you looking for?
It's called Happy Scrappy, the hero pup.
Scrappy!
I'm on the phone with the distribution house now. Let me make sure they have it. What's it called again?
Happy Scrappy, the hero pup.
Happy Scrappy!
Mother.
Oh,
She loves
she loves the tape.
Obviously. Yes, hello. This is RST video calling. Customer number 435029. I'd like to place an order. Okay. I need each of the following tapes. Whisper in the Wind, To Each His Own, Put It Where It Doesn't Belong, My Pipes Need Cleaning, All Tit Fucking, Volume 8, I Need Your Cock, Ass Worshipping Rim Jobbers, My Cut and Eight Shafts, Come Clean, Come Gargling Naked Sluts, Come Buns 3, Coming in a Sock, Come on Eileen, Huge Flat Cocks with Pearly White Cum, Slam It Up My Toots Ass, Ass Blasters, In Outer Space, Blowjobs by Betsy, Sucking Cock and Cunt, Finger My Ass, Play with My Puss, Rihanna Dildo, Girls Who Crave Cock, Girls Who Crave Cunt, Men Alone 2, The KY Connection, Pink Pussy Lips, and All Holes Filled with Hard Cock. Oh, and what was the name of that movie?
Happy Scrappy, the hero pup.
And a copy of Happy Scrappy the Hero Pup. Okay, thanks. 1649. I'll be here Monday.
Silence, then.
Cunt!
Cut 2, interior convenience store, day. Dante carries a litter box to be dumped. He pauses mid-strike and lays it on the ice cream chest. Dante picks up the phone and looks at the paper. He dials in the...
Yes. I'd like to check on a misprint in today's edition. Today's edition, it says Bree to wed Asian design major. No. Everything's spelled fine. I just wanted to know if the piece was a misprint. I don't know, like a typographical error or something.
A customer comes to the counter and waits. He looks at the litter box. Oh, hey, Sam. A black cat suddenly jumps into it and starts clawing around.
Maybe it's supposed to be Caitlin Bray or Caitlin Bree with one E. I'm a curious party. Yeah, a curious party.
Dante on the phone.
Well, I'm an ex-boyfriend. Well, it's just that we talk all the time. And she never mentioned this engagement, which is why I'm thinking maybe it's a misprint.
The customer watches as the cat takes a huge dump, leaning in its punches to accommodate the stinky load.
Are you sure? Maybe there's like a vindictive printer working for you?
Dante on the phone.
Meaning like someone who maybe, I don't know, asked her out once and got shut down, and his revenge is throwing this bogus article in when the paper went to press? Hello? Hello?
Dante hangs up. He looks at the paper ruefully, shaking his head, even sniffs the air. Cut 2. Exterior convenience store day. Jay, Silent Bob, and Olaf lean against the wall.
Not in me. That's what she says. I gotta pull out and spank it to get it on. So I blow a nut on her belly and get out of there. Just as my uncle walks in. It was such a close call. I'll tell you what though, I don't care if she is my cousin. I'm gonna knock those boots again tonight.
2 girls join them.
Oh shit, look who it is. The human vacuum.
Scumbag, what are you doing?
Nothing, just hanging out with Silent Bob and his cousin.
He's your cousin?
Check this out. He's from Russia.
No way.
I swear to God. Silent Bob, am I lying?
Silent Bob shakes his head.
See? And Silent Bob never told a lie in his life.
What part of Russia?
I don't fucking know. What am I, his biographer? Olaf, what part of Russia are you from?
Home.
Oh, Olaf looks physically at Silent Bob. Oh.
Home. Moscow. He only speaks Russian?
He knows some English, but he can't not speak it good like we do.
Is he staying here?
He's moving to the big city next week. He wants to be a metal singer.
No way.
Swear. Olaf, metal.
Olaf makes a metal face.
That's his fucking metal face. Olaf, girls nice?
Olaf looks the girl up and down.
Gronik.
That's fucked up.
What did he say?
I don't know, man. He's a fucking character.
He really wants to play metal?
He's got his own band in Moscow. It's called Fuck Your Yankee Blue Jeans or something like that.
That doesn't sound metal.
You gotta hear him sing. Olaf, Berserker.
Olaf laughs
oh.
and shakes his head.
Come on, man. Berserker.
Does he sing in English or Russian?
English. Come on, Berserker. Girls think sexy. He's gonna sing it. This is too funny.
My love for you is like a truck berserker. Would you like some making fuck berserker?
That's fucking funny, man.
Did he say making fuck?
Wait, there's more. Olaf, sing.
My my love for you is like a rock berserker. Would you like to smoke some pot berserker?
Olaf busts the crimson metal smear and cackles deeply. Cut 2, interior video store day. Randall leans back in his chair, staring up at the TV. Themed to Star Wars plays. Dan points the remote, clicks the TV off, and ponders. Cut 2, exterior video store day. Randall locks the doors and walks away while Olaf sings to the small crowd.
My love for you is ticking clock berserker. Would you like to suck my cock berserker?
Cut 2, interior convenience store day. Dante is tugging at a can of Pringles potato chips. The can is stuck in a man's hand.
Oh, you hold the counter and I'll pull.
Usually I just turn the can upside down.
Oh, maybe we should soap your hand or something.
You ought to put some kind of warning on these cans. like they do with cigarettes.
Oh, I think it's coming now.
The can pops off and Dante staggers back a few steps. The man rubs his hand.
Thanks. I thought I was going to have to go to the hospital.
I'll throw this out. Precautionary measure.
Stings a little.
Word of advice. Sometimes it's best to let those hard-to-reach chips go.
Dante steps behind the counter.
Thanks.
The man exits as Randall enters. Dante throws the canister away.
Do you know that article is accurate? Caitlin's really getting married.
You know what I just watched?
Me pulling a can off some moron's fist?
Return of the Jedi.
Didn't you hear me? Caitlin really is getting married.
Which did you like better, Jedi or The Empire Strikes Back?
Empire.
Blasphemy.
Empire had the better ending. Luke gets his hand cuts off and finds out Vader is his father. Han gets frozen and taken away by Boba Fett. It ends on such a down note. And that's life, a series of down endings. All Jedi had was a bunch of Muppets.
There was something else going on in Jedi. I never noticed it until today.
Randall follows Dante as he cleans up around the floor.
What's that?
All right, Vader's boss.
The Emperor.
Right, the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is kind of a spiritual figure, yes?
How do you mean?
Well, he's like the Pope for the dark side of the Force. He's a holy man, a shaman, kind of, albeit an evil one.
I guess.
Now, he's in charge of the Empire. The Imperial government is under his control, and the entire galaxy is under Imperial rule.
Yeah?
Then wouldn't that logically mean that it's theocracy? If the head of the Empire is a priest of some sort, then it stands to reason that the government is therefore one based on religion.
Well, it would stand to reason, yes.
Hence, the Empire was a fascist theocracy, and the rebel forces were therefore battling religious persecution.
More or less.
The only problem is that at no point in the series did I ever hear Leia or any of the rebels declare a particular religious belief.
I think they were Catholics.
A blue-collar man half enters the door.
You open?
Yeah, come in.
He goes to the coffee machine and makes a cup of joe.
You know what else I noticed in Jedi?
There's more?
So they built another Death Star, right?
Yeah.
Now, the first one they built was completed and fully operational before the rebels destroyed it.
Luke blew it up. Give credit where it's due.
And the second one was still being built when they blew it up.
Compliments of Lando Calrissian.
Something just never sat right with me the second time they destroyed it. I could never put my finger on it. Something just wasn't right.
And you figured it out?
Well, the thing is, the first Death Star was manned by the Imperial Army stormtroopers, dignitaries. The only people on board were Imperials.
Yeah, basically.
So when they blew it up, no problem. Evil is punished.
And the second time around?
The second time around, it wasn't even finished yet. They were still under construction.
So?
A construction job of that magnitude would require a hell of a lot more manpower than the Imperial Army had to offer. I'll bet there were independent contractors working on that thing. Plumbers, aluminum siders, roofers.
Not just Imperials, if that's what you're getting at?
Exactly. In order to get it built quickly and quietly, they'd hire anybody who could do the job. Do you think the average stormtrooper knows how to install a toilet main? All they know is killing in white uniforms.
All right, so even if independent contractors are working on the Death Star, why are you so uneasy with its destruction?
All those innocent contractors hired to do a job were killed. Casualties of war they had nothing to do with. All right, look, you're a roofer, and some juicy government contract comes your way. You got the wife and kids and the two-story in suburbia. This is a government contract, which means all sorts of benefits. All of a sudden, these left-wing militants blast you with lasers and wipe out everyone within a 3-mile radius. You didn't ask for that. You have no personal politics. You're just trying to scrape out a living.
The blue-collar man joins them.
Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt, but what are you talking about?
The ending of The Return of the Jedi.
My friend is trying to convince me that any contractors working on the uncompleted Death Star were innocent victims when the space station was destroyed by the rebels.
Well, I'm a contractor myself. I'm a roofer. done and ready improvements. And speaking as a roofer, I can say that a roofer's personal politics come heavily into play when choosing jobs.
Like when?
Like 3 months ago, I was offered a job up in the hills. Beautiful house with tons of property. It was a simple rehingling job, but I was told that if it was finished within a day, my price would be doubled. Then I realized whose house it was.
Well, whose house was it?
Dominic Bambino's.
Babyface Bambino, the gangster?
The same. The money was right, but the risk was too big. I knew who he was, and based on that, I passed on that and gave the job to a friend of mine.
Based on personal politics.
Right. And that week, the Forsecki family put a hit on Babyface's house. My friend was shot and killed. He wasn't even finished shingling.
No way.
I'm alive because I knew that there were risks involved taking on that particular client. My friend wasn't so lucky. You know, any contractor willing to work on that debt knew the risk. If they were killed, it was their own fault. A roofer listens to this, not his wallet.
The blue-collar man exits. Dante and Randall remain respectfully quiet for a moment. An angry woman opens the door and pokes her head in. Is that video store open or not? Cut 2, interior video store day. Randall reads a newspaper. An indecisive customer studies the 2 rental choices she holds. She looks from one movie to the other repeatedly.
They say so much, but they never tell you if it's any good.
Randall hardly stirs and continues to read his paper. The indecisive customer half turns to see if her comment was ever heard. She tries again, but this time with a different approach.
Are either of these any good?
Randall continues to read. The indecisive customer tries harder, then louder and more direct.
Sir!
Randall continues to read.
What?
The indecisive customer holds up her rental choice.
Are either of these any good?
Randall, as always, reads on.
I don't watch movies.
The indecisive customer is a tad flabbergasted, but not put off.
Well, have you heard anything about either of them?
Randall does his level best to not get involved.
No.
The indecisive customer challenges him.
You've never heard anybody say anything about either movie.
I find it's best to stay out of other people's affairs.
Well, how about these 2 movies?
Randall continues to read his paper, not looking up.
They suck.
The indecisive customer smirks smugly at Randall and his paper. She has caught him.
I just held up the same 2 movies. You're not even paying attention.
No, I wasn't.
I don't think your manager would appreciate...
I don't appreciate your ruse, ma'am.
I beg your pardon.
Your ruse. Your cunning attempt to trick me.
I only pointed out that you weren't paying any attention to what I was saying.
I hope it feels good.
Look, what feels good?
I hope it feels so good to be right. There's nothing more exhilarating than pointing out the shortcomings of others, is there?
The indecisive customer wears a face that belies utter disbelief in the audacity of this most lackadaisical video card. The unmoving newspaper illustrates the total disinterest of the news-hungry Randall. The indecisive customer shakes her head in disgust and throws the movie back onto the wall.
Well, this is the last time I ever rent here.
You'll be missed.
Screw you.
She storms out. Randall is offended. He hops over the counter and whips the door open.
You're not allowed to rent here anymore.
Randall closes the door and stands there, momentarily totally appalled by her exiting remarks, then shakes his head.
Screw me.
He reaches behind the counter and grabs a ring of keys. Exiting, he locks the door behind him from the outside, gives it a tug to ensure security, and storms off in the opposite direction from the woman. Cut 2, interior convenience store, day. Dante is staring, open-mouthed at something. Randall hurls something. OC. Randall hurls the door open and immediately launches into a tirade.
You'll never believe what this unruly customer just said.
Wait,
She's in here?
that guy's going through all the eggs. Look.
An odd man sits on the floor, surrounded by cartons of eggs, all open. He grabs the carton from the cooler case, pops it open, and examines each egg carefully.
This has been going on for 20 minutes.
Randall and Dante study the OC oddity.
What's he looking for?
He said he has to find a perfect dozen.
Perfect dozen.
Each egg has to be perfect.
Quest isn't going well?
Oh, obviously not. Look at all the curtains. It didn't make the grade.
The odd man holds an egg up in the light and studies it from several different angles.
Why doesn't he just mix and match?
Well, I told him that, and he yelled at me.
Randall snickers at his friend.
What did he say?
He said it was important to have standards. He said nobody has pride anymore.
It's not like you laid the eggs yourself.
Well, I'll give him 5 more minutes, then I'm calling the cops. I don't need this man. I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Smoker steps in.
2 packs of cigarettes.
Dante manages to break his study of the OC oddity and searches for the smoke. The smoker glances at Randall and then at the OC oddity. The odd man is spinning an egg on the floor. The smoker looks at Randall. Still staring at the other.
I'm as puzzled as you.
I've actually seen it before.
You know him?
No, I've seen that behavior before. Looking for the perfect carton of eggs, right?
Yeah, how'd you know?
I'll bet you $1 million that guy's a guidance counselor.
Why do you say that?
I was in the food city last year when the same thing happened. Different guy, though. Stockport told me that the guy had been looking through the eggs for like half an hour, doing all sorts of endurance tests and shit. I asked the kid, how come nobody called the manager? And he says it happens twice a week, sometimes more.
Get out of here.
I kid you not. They call it shell shock. It only happens with guidance counselors for some reason. And they used to make a big deal about it, but there's no point.
The odd man places a handkerchief over an egg on the floor. He quickly whisks the handkerchief away to reveal the egg still sitting on the floor.
He said they always pay for whatever they break and they never bother anybody.
Dante, Randall, and the smoker stare at the OC man.
Yeah, but why guidance counselors?
If your job served as little a purpose as theirs, wouldn't you?
Come to think of it, my guidance counselor was kind of worthless.
See? It's important to have a job that makes a difference, boys. That's why I killed Chinaman for the railroad.
Fuck. Cut 2. Interior convenience store day. Point of view, Randall. The empty counter. And
Hey,
then a
just
little
one
girl.
sec. Hey, just one sec. Did we want to throw a part to Sam? Sam, did you want
Can I have a pack of cigarettes?
Randall, without looking up from his magazine, completes the transaction. The little girl puts a cigarette in her mouth. Randall hands her matches. Dante returns to the counter as the girl skips away. Dante holds a price gun.
Do you ever notice all the prices end in 9? Damn, that's eerie.
You know how much money the average jizz mopper makes per hour?
Well, what's a jizz mopper?
He's the guy in those nudie booth joints who cleans up after each guy that jerks off.
Nudie booth?
Nudie booth. You never been in a nudie booth?
I guess not.
A female customer pops items onto the counter. Dante rings her up.
Oh, it's great. You step into this little booth, and there's this window between you and this naked woman. She puts on this little show for like $10.
Well, what kind of show?
Think of the weirdest, craziest shit you'd like to see chicks do. These chicks do it all. They insert things into openings, in their body, any opening. He's led a very sheltered life.
Can we talk about this later?
The jizz mopper's job is to clean up the booths afterward, because practically everybody shoots a load against the window, and I don't know if you know or not, but cum leaves streaks if you don't clean it right away.
Sam, you could be the customer.
Okay.
You start with, this is the last time I come to this place.
Yeah. And this is the last time I come to this place.
Excuse me?
Using filthy language in front of the customers, you should both get fired.
Well, we're sorry, ma'am. We got a little carried away.
Well, I don't know if sorry can make up for it. I find your remarks highly offensive.
The customer stands silently awaiting something.
Well, you think that's offensive.
Randall flips open the magazine centerfold. A graphic picture of a woman with her vaginal lips and anus spread wide open.
And check this out. I think you can see her kidneys.
Oh, Randall checks out the centerfold wistfully. Dante frantically apologized to the rapidly sitting customer.
Ma'am, I'm sorry. Please, wait a second, ma'am.
The customer is gone. Dante's pursuit stops at the counter. Dante turns to Randall.
Why do you do things like that? You know she's gonna come back and tell the boss.
Who cares? That lady's an asshole. Everybody that comes in here is way too uptight. This job would be great if it wasn't for the fucking customers.
Oh, I'm gonna hear it tomorrow.
You gotta loosen up, my friend. You'd feel a hell of a lot better if you'd rip into the occasional customer.
Oh, what for? They don't bother me if I don't bother them.
Liar. Tell me there aren't customers that annoy the piss out of you on a daily basis.
There aren't.
How can you lie like that? Why don't you vent? Vent your frustration. Come on, who pisses you off?
Well, it's not anyone per se. It's more of separate groupings.
Let's hear it.
The milkmaids.
The milkmaids?
Insert milk handler. A woman pulls out gallon after gallon, looks deep into the pool with the perfect container of milk.
The women that go through every gallon of milk looking for a later date, as if somewhere beyond all the other gallons is a container of milk that won't go bad for like a decade.
And
You know who I can do without? I can do without the people in the video store.
Which ones?
All of them.
montage insert number 1, video jerk. A series of people addressing the camera asking the dumb question.
What would you get for a 6-year-old boy who chronically wets his bed? Do you have any new movies in? Do you have that one with the guy who was in that movie that was out last year?
End insert.
And they never rank quality flicks. They always pick the most intellectually devoid movie on the rack.
Montage insert number 2. Oh, an identical series of customers finding their ideal choices.
Oh, Home Alone. Oh, Hook. Oh, Navy SEALs.
End insert.
It's like in order to join, they have to have an IQ less than their shoe size.
You think you get stupid questions? Well, you should hear the barrage of stupid questions I get.
Montage insert number 3, dumb question. A series of people standing in various locations throughout the convenience store asking truly dumb questions.
What do you mean there's no ice? You mean I've got to drink this coffee hot?
How much?
Do you sell hubcaps?
End insert.
See? You vented. Don't you feel better now?
No,
Why not?
because my ex-girlfriend is getting married.
Jesus, you got a one-track mind. That's always Caitlin, Caitlin, Caitlin.
Veronica.
Dante gives Randall a shove to shut him up. Veronica enters the store carrying books and something covered with aluminum foil. What happened to Home by 12? Dante is suddenly by her side, taking the books under her arm.
Oh, he still hasn't shown up. Why aren't you in class?
Lit 101 got canceled, so I stopped home and brought lunch.
Well, what is it?
Peanut butter and jelly with the crust cut off. What do you think it is? It's lasagna.
Oh, really? You're the best.
I'm glad you've calmed down a bit. Hi, Randall.
Hi, Randall.
Wait,
Hi, Veronica.
no, that's not it.
Wait, sorry, I didn't see.
We're on page 64.
Okay, hold on. Oh, 37. 37. Okay.
Yes, I've calmed down. I'm still not happy about it, but I've been able to deal.
Randall makes loud slurping noises from O to C.
Why don't you go back to the video store?
Randall walks past the two and pats Veronica on the head. He exits. You had to tell him.
I had to tell someone. I had to put it in. He put it in perspective.
What did he say?
At least he wasn't 36.
And that made you feel better?
And he said most of them are college guys that I never met or seen.
The ostrich syndrome. If you don't see it,
It isn't there, yeah.
thank you for being rational.
Well, thank you for the lasagna.
You couldn't get these shutters open?
Well, I called a locksmith, and he said the earliest he could get here would be tomorrow.
Bummer. Well, I've got to head back for the 1:30 class.
Oh, what time do you get finished?
8, but I have a sorority meeting till 9, so I'll be back before you close. Can you go out and get the coffee?
Sure.
Good. I'll see you when you close then. Enjoy the lasagna. She exits. Dante leans against the magazine rack with his lasagna. Contemplative, Randall pops his head in and makes a loud slurping noise again. Cut 2, interior video storage day. Randall is recommending titles to potential customers.
All right. Now, if you're really feeling dangerous tonight, then Smokey and the Bandit 3 is the movie you must rent.
Jim, do you want to take it?
It's okay.
It doesn't even have Burt Reynolds in it.
Hey, neither did E.T., but that was a great movie, right?
Dante opens the door and leans in.
Could you come next door? I gotta make a phone call.
Smokey 3, thumbs up, am I right?
Oh, the best Burtless movie ever made?
Dante exits. Randall gives his customers the what did I tell you look. Cut 2, interior convenience store, J. The cat lies on the counter, pulls back to reveal Randall as he rings up an order. The customer pets the cat smiling.
Aw, he's so cute. What's his name?
Lenin's Tomb.
Dolly over to Dante on the phone.
Yeah, hello. Is Mr. Snyder there? Dante. Did he say if he was on his way here? Here, the convenience store. I know, but the other guy called out this morning, and Mr. Snyder asked me to cover until he got here. He said he'd be here by noon, but it's 1:30 now, so
Guys,
Excuse
I'm
me?
signing off. I'll catch the next one, okay?
Okay.
Take care. I'll be next Friday.
Okay.
Huh? Okay.
There's like some static.
Uh,
What you said. Oh,
he left at what time? Excuse me? Vermont? No, that can't be. I talked to him this morning. He left at what time? He really went to Vermont? When the hell was someone going to tell me? He promised he was coming by noon. Jesus, when does he get back? Tuesday? You gotta be fucking kidding me. I got a hockey game at 2 and the fucking shutters are jammed closed and he's in Vermont. I'm not even supposed to be here today. So I'm stuck here till closing. This is just great. I just can't believe. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you. No, I'll be all right. Well, that's all I can do, right? Thanks.
He hangs up. Randall joins.
Vermont?
Can you believe this?
He didn't mention it when he called you this morning?
Not a fucking word. Slippery shit.
So what, you're stuck here all day?
Fuck.
Why'd you apologize?
What?
I heard you apologize. Why? You have every right in the world to be mad.
Oh, I know.
It seems to be the leitmotif in your life, ever backing down.
Oh, I don't back down.
Yes, you do. You always back down. You assume blame that isn't yours. You come in when called, as opposed to enjoying your day off. You buckle like a belt.
And you know what pisses me off the most?
The fact that I'm right about your buckling?
I'm gonna miss the game.
Because you buckled.
Would you shut the hell up with that shit? It's not helping.
Don't yell at me, pal.
Sorry.
See? There you go again.
I can't believe I'm gonna miss the game.
At least we're stuck here together.
You got a customer.
Walks away.
What?
Randall walks
What do you-
away.
What? What do you want?
Dante
Sam-
shakes his head in frustration and picks up the phone again.
Sanford? Dante, I can't play today. I'm stuck at work. I know I'm not scheduled, but just forget it. I can't play. Neither can Randall. He's working too.
Randall comes back. Dante rolls his eyes to the ceiling.
Wait a second. Do we have to play at the park? Hold on. You feeling limber?
Cut 2, interior convenience store, day. Tape is rolled around the top of the stick. Laces are pulled tightly. An orange ball is slapped back and forth by a blade. The hockey players fill the convenience store. Some sit on the floor or lean against the coolers, but all are either preparing for practicing. Randall enters wearing his equipment. Dante skates to his side.
Pull my laces tighter.
I've got to tell you, my friend, this is one of the ballsiest moves I've ever been privy to. I never would have thought you capable of such blatant disregard of store policy.
Well, I told him I had a game today. It's his own fault.
No argument here. Insubordination rules.
I just want to play hockey like I was scheduled to.
Sanford skates up and skids to a halt.
Dante, let me grab a Gatorade.
Well, if you grab a Gatorade, then everyone's going to grab a Gatorade.
So,
So nobody's going to want to pay for these Gatorades.
what do you care? Hey, what smells like shoe polish?
I got a responsibility here. I can't be letting everyone grab free drinks.
What responsibility? You're closing the fucking store to play hockey.
He's blunt, but he's got a point.
At least let me maintain some semblance of managerial control here.
All I'm saying is if you're going to be insubordinate, you should go the full 9 and not pussy out when it comes to free refreshments.
He's right. As if we're suddenly going to have a run on Gatorade.
Fucking A.
Oh, all right. Jesus, you fuckers are pushy.
Hey man, I hear Caitlin's marrying an Asian drum major.
Design major.
Can we not talk about this?
Fine by me, but you're living in denial and suppressing rage. Dante said we can all drink free Gatorade.
A laid-back hurrah is heard.
Are you going to lock the store?
Well, I don't know. Are you going to lock the video store?
Look who you're asking here. How are we going to block off the street?
Oh, we're not playing in the street.
But how are we going to play?
Cut 2, exterior convenience store, day. The sign on the door reads, temporarily closed, be open after first period. The players ascend a ladder adjacent to the door, one by one. On the roof, they jump off the ladder and skate around. More players join them. From across the street, we get the full odd perspective, a store with many men gliding around on the roof. On the roof, Dante skates and passes with another player. Reading stretches, leaning against the sign. Randall pulls his mask on and slaps his gloves, urging a shot. Sanford skates in and takes a shot, which Randall blocks. Jay and Silent Bob deal to a player. He drops money over the ledge, and Jay throws up a dime bag. Dante holds the ball in the center of the court.
Ready?
Players take position. Sanford comes to the center and holds the ball in drop position. Dante and Redding face off, and the ball is in play. The game begins as players engage in a savage ballet. Faces are smashed with sticks, slide tackles are made, shots are taken. See use the various players included. Inactive players call out encouragement and slander from the sideline. More game playing, including both goalies getting scored on and more face-offs. Below, a customer tugs on the convenience store door. He reads the sign and then backs up into the street, attempting to peer over the ledge. Above, the game continues. Below, the customer shifts from one foot to the other impatiently, grabs the ladder, and quickly ascends. Above, from over the ledge of the roof, we see the head of the customer peek. Skating feet pass rapidly before him, and he watches for a moment before falling out.
When's this period over?
8 more minutes.
You shitting me? I want to get some cigarettes.
Dante skids to the skyline.
If you can just wait a few more minutes.
Fuck that. I'm going to break my crazy neck on this ladder.
Dante, where are you?
He's busy.
Dante starts to skate away.
I'll be right back. It's almost over.
He jumps back into the game.
The fuck is this? I want some service.
In a second.
Fuck in a second. This is... Look at you. You can't even pass.
I can pass.
scoring point. You suck.
Dante skids back to the sidelines to address the customer.
Well, who are you to make assessments?
I'll assess all I want.
Dante, are you in or out?
Don't pass to this guy. He sucks. You suck.
Like you're better.
I can whip your ass.
Below, a woman pulls up the door. She peers into the store, face against the glass.
That's easy to say from over here.
Give me a stick, pretty boy. I'll knock your fucking teeth out and pass your all over your ass.
The woman backs up and, shielding her eyes, looks towards the roof.
Is the convenience store open?
Above, Dante and the customer shout down at the woman.
No! There's a stick over there. You're shooting against the goal. To the core. Redding, come on and let this fuck on.
A new face-off pits Dante against the customer. The ball drops between the two and Dante gets flattened. The customer winds up and takes a hard shot. The ball sails off the court, through the air and into a faraway yard. Dante calls to the sideline.
Give me another ball.
There are no more.
What the fuck are you talking about? How many balls did you bring?
Stanford skates up to him.
There was the orange ball and the orange ball.
Dante scrambles to the edge and calls over.
Are there any balls down there?
Yo, Jay.
What's that?
You're Jay, right?
Are there any balls down
Oh.
there?
Sorry, I lost my place.
You weren't even paying attention, Flav.
No, sorry. Hold on.
My God, we're just gonna do this entire movie.
Looks like it.
Well, we don't have to. We already passed most of the good scenes.
Yeah, why don't we just pause there?
Yeah.
We already passed all the good scenes, like the independent contractors on the Death Star.
Yeah, that was good.
Really
I like the dick sucking ones.
Yeah, I like all the porno names. That was a good.
Oh, that was a good.
Clint, how are both of your roles the dirtiest roles?
You know, that's kind of funny. Yeah, that just happened by accident.
Well, Joey was
I-
supposed to be Randall, but he didn't show up. Like, he told me he wanted to be Randall.
Oh,
Joey.
Oh, really?
Wait,
who's Joey?
Flav Hoop. Didn't Joey work for Nyberg at one point?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Maybe
Joey-
not with them.
after my time, probably.
Oh, no, it was after our time.
Yeah.
Rising Bleacher or a different Joey?
What's that?
Maybe I don't know Joey. Never mind.
Joey would have worked for like maybe a summer or something.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking-
But Julian's been there like 10 years.
Yeah, Julian-
You would definitely know him.
But I feel like there was like one summer when Julian wasn't there.
Wait, more than 10 years. It's like coming up
Or maybe
13
it was
years.
Rob. I was thinking that
You
wasn't
started
there one summer.
2007.
Yeah, November 2007.
Yeah.
And then he was off for a couple of years.
Yeah, so he must have been there when Julian was still there. Julian knows everybody there.
Unless it was 2011, because I wasn't there that summer.
It's
See,
possible.
I knew I was right.
Yeah, no, there was definitely a year he wasn't there.
You weren't there during the summer of 2011?
No, that was the summer when you and I went to St. Mark's Place like every week.
Okay. Wait, I don't remember a time when you weren't working at Nyberg. Why did you stop?
That was when I just needed a break.
Really? How long did you have a break for? Like a week?
For a summer.
Really?
Like a year, because I didn't do the year round that year either.
Wow. What were you doing in that time? How do I not remember this?
Just focusing on school.
Oh, okay. And then you went back.
That was the summer when we met Manny from that place on West 4th. Was
Oh!
remember every Wednesday?
3 sheets. 3 sheets.
Yeah. They had like
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
every Wednesday.
dollar beers every Wednesday. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
And they have like the life-size Jenga and
Yeah.
beer pong. Oh, I miss being young, going out all the time.
I miss
feel
leaving
like-
the house.
I remember hangovers were like not that, like, didn't happen that often,
Yeah.
and now it's
Yeah, because you were
It's
under
the thing.
30.
yeah. Fuck, can't do it anymore. It was a lot of fun though. I miss going out and doing things with like people.
With like real people
Yeah.
instead of virtual people.
Yeah. You know, if we ever get together, we should act out the scene.
That would be
Yeah.
fun.